you are the weakest link. Sit down. Who won the 7th edition? Yeah,
Guys, I will not lie. My favorite part of this Good Ultimate Search is this Jungle Diary. I will not lie. It's my favorite part because this is the part where these guys express how they feel and we get to understand, you know, their countenance and a lot of things. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie Uche and you're welcome to another episode of the Jungle Diaries. If you're new to my channel, please take this minute to hit on the red subscribe button to be a part of this conversation. And guys, don't forget to hit on the notification bell so that you always get alerts of my video every time I share new content in this channel. Guys, yeah, please don't forget, hit that button right now, okay? So guys, if you've been following the Jungle Diaries, you know that this is where the eviction is, evicted housemates, evicted contestants, you know, are interviewed by Toke, and you know, a host of other things gets to happen here. And you know, the last one we saw now, you guys, I always come with giving you the full gist. You guys know that I said something about Emmanuel Nebwe embarrassing Toke with the least way he was talking, his confidence, talking about her not smiling and all that. So this time around, guys, you remember that somebody was evicted, and this person that was evicted, you know, a lot of other people have been evicted, and basically they take it turn by turn. So there's a particular person I'm waiting for their eviction. But anyways, we're already expecting, because you know, after the last eviction, they evicted Osas, and Osas was one of the wildcats who came into the show with Odudu. And then guys, he was also the very first person who picked a boomerang, you know, when they announced that during the individual task that the boomerang had the potential of giving you a lifeline. And you know, basically I came back to my channel and I was venting. I was very mad. I was angry that, you know, we didn't understand the protocol towards the next line of action. I talked about the Good Ultimate Search team putting us in the blind. And basically, guys, even though they've not gotten to that stage, even though I know that the person that is going to be interviewed has nothing to do with the boomerang, because I mean, he left during the group task, I cannot help but still announce and look out, you know, because I was really looking out to see this conversation on this evicted housemate, because I really wanted them to explain. Because basically, for me, I feel the Good Ultimate Search team have been doing a disservice to us, the viewers, and the disservice is they're not carrying us along. They're not giving us proper information. They're not making us feel like we're parts, like our watch time is valued. That's basically how I feel. I don't know about others, but I'm speaking for myself. So I basically feel like there is this breach of communication. There's this breach of connecting the viewers to the show, so that that intensity, so that that suspense can just get back to the show. I mean, one of the reasons why some of us love some reality shows is our ability to vote, you know, exercise that right and power. And so far in the Good Ultimate Search, we have not seen that. And I was seriously hoping that they'd address that. But I'm going to be telling you everything that happened in the Jungle Diaries and the interviews, every single conversation. I'm going to just get out of your screens and show you all those pictures and people and talk behind the screen, because basically I feel like you guys will get to understand more when I have these conversations this way. So let's talk about everything that went down in the Jungle Diaries, episode 6, I guess.
Okay guys, so let's start from the beginning. The whole thing started with the clips that I had shared earlier in this video, where the contestants were laughing and probably mocking the whole question on who is the weakest link in the clan, which is one of the questions that Toke asked probably in one of the evictions. So there was a good laugh over that, and you know, the contestants had a very field day laughing over that. Yankari was the person they used as the special joke item, and you know, after their big laugh, they showed Toke, and Toke basically was talking about the clan war that had happened, you know, amongst the clan, the beef that was going on from the Iroko and the Amo clan against the Irin clan. You guys know that in like 2 of their tasks, there has clearly been a gang up against the Irin clan, and really I'm trying to understand why these people are beefing the Irin clan, because they have been seen as the clan with the weakest set of people because they have two females there, guys. Rachel and Chidima are the two women, two ladies who are in the Erin clan. You know, all of the tribes are made up of 6 contestants, and you know, unfortunately, the only person that left, or let's I say fortunately, the only person that has ever left the Erin clan, the very first person that left the Erin clan didn't leave from eviction. You know, the person left, you know, they've been the lucky clan. I'd say that because the first time somebody was supposed to leave the clan, it was a fake eviction. You know, they were safe. The second person that left the clan officially was Mikkel, and Mikkel didn't leave because of tax or anything. He left because of his attitude. So basically, looking at the whole thing, the Erin clan looked like the weakest, but somehow they are the strongest, and it's really funny. And it's also very intriguing. And I think one of the secrets of the Erin clan is probably because of the two feminine power, feminine influence in the clan. So there's some kind of, you know, subtle leadership style that's going on there. There's not too much manpower. So basically, it was more like, okay, they talked about the highlights were all that the clans, beefing the clan. So it was just a mini war clan and conversation. After that, the very first person who started the interview was Umorem, yeah, the guy who named the chickens Henrietta. And the conversation was just very, very normal. They asked him a lot of questions. They asked him what he missed, what he would have changed. He said he would have loved to be back in the show, that he wasn't excited that he was one of the people who left early and he wasn't among top 10, and just a normal random conversation they had. There wasn't any big or special highlights in the conversation that happened with Umorem. And after that, there was a break, and the next person we saw was Tracy So Chappelle. Guys, if you don't know her, she's one of the contestants that was live in the Gulder Ultimate Search Season 10, the 10 symbol. Even though I vaguely remember her, I remember Ifunanya very, very well from that particular episode. Guys, in my older videos, in fact, in my very first conversation on the Gulder Ultimate Search, I used the battle that they had during because I mean the 10th episode, season 10 was really intense. The battle for food was legit. I mean, I think that particular episode, the particular series, season 10, they really stressed them with food. They had to really fight, work so hard to get like a tuber of yam, you know. So they had a conversation with her. I think she's the very first female on-air personality that started, having sports commentations on Pidgin English. And of course, she has broken into her niche. She's like a big name. And they asked her questions about how she felt. And she talked about, I mean, the hunger thing came back as a memory to her. You know, they asked her to give an advice. What would she say to the contestants if she had the opportunity? And she said,
yeah, if you had to speak to them one-on-one, what would you say to them? This is not from aspire to perspire to Maguire something. Anything you learn here, it translates if you're smart enough to other parts of your career or your life.
Basically, that was basically everything that happened there, you know. And then it was like a triple interview, jungle diary session, like we've not seen this type before. And the last person that came on board was of course the joker in the house, the comedian in the house. He came, and you know, the conversation continued. So basically, I think there was really nothing loud. It was just a regular thing. And guys, this brings me to also say something like I noticed something, I like the fact that they had to bring in the feminine contestants from the past, and of course, there's been so much highlight on how far the females are going far in the show already, as you all can see. I mean, the 4 ladies who started the Good Ultimate Search with the other, these guys 14. So officially, I mean, it's just amazing how these ladies have lasted up till now. And talking about the feminine thing, I'd also say I'm noticing a very big disconnect in everything. I just think that this Good Ultimate Search is really, really super pre-recorded. Because guys, I got suspicious. So I have something very, very valuable to say right now. I mean, the attire Toke was wearing was the attire I used in my thumbnail in the very first episode of Diary Session. Jungle Diaries. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so this all these episodes have all been pre-recorded, because I was really looking out to having Toke or any of them really throw some light on the boomerang effect, on the lifeline, but I didn't hear that conversation, and I was really bothered. So that was why I noticed Toke's dress. Guys, look at this dress Toke wore in that session. I mean, that was the same dress I used as a thumbnail in the very first episode of the Jungle Diaries. I mean, it wasn't shared anywhere. I saw it on her page. I liked it and I decided to use it, right? So it tells a lot about this documentary series that we're watching, this reality show. It tells that the Good Ultimate Search is so pre-recorded that they are so disconnected. I mean, if it was a real-time reality show, just, I mean, things would have been more fun. You'd have been able to address some of the things that we the viewers are complaining about, but clearly they're not attending to them because these things have been recorded before now. So I'm just putting my fingers crossed and watching more closely. I mean, okay, now they're new to tax. Let's look at what's going to happen from here. I mean, maybe now we now understand where the show is going to be going, but I really wish and hope they could just make this thing more live. I know it's going to be more work, but there's a disconnect somewhere. Anyways, that's just me ranting. That was basically everything that happened.
So guys, that's basically everything that happened in the Jungle Diaries. Basically that's everything that happened. I hope I didn't miss anything. I hope I didn't miss any information. But guys, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. Don't forget to connect with me. Don't forget to throw in your comments on the conversations that has been going on in this Jungle Diaries. You guys remember that after Olayinka was evicted and he came on board, Gerald came on board, that the Good Ultimate Search gave us the viewing pleasure of seeing that truly Mikel lied. I talked about that. And of course, talking about Emmanuel's embarrassing statement to Toke. So all of these episodes have actually been interesting, and I'm looking out to see much more conversation in this Jungle Diaries. Basically guys, that's all of it. I'm going to see you all in another video. For now, thank you so much for your watch time. Bye bye, and have a fantastic night, day, wherever you are in the world right now watching. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.